Hello, I'm Denson Taylor, Senior Director of XoomaWorldWide. I'm going to take a minute and just talk to you about the water that you may be drinking right now. You may be drinking tap water. I'm going to show you something about tap water. You may be drinking bottled water, as so many of us do. In fact, we as Americans consume about 50 billion bottles of water each and every year, which is about 1,500 per second. So we bought into the bottled water craze and don't know if it's worth it or not. I'm going to show you a couple of things here, and you just come to your own conclusion as far as that's concerned. And then some of you all may have turned to distilled or purified water, which is, great for a short-term detox, but because all of the benefits are boiled out of this water, like the minerals and that kind of thing, it actually can have an adverse effect if you actually drink it too long. It'll actually cause the body to start it'll start pulling and leaching minerals from within your body, and it's very acidic as well. And you have to understand the human body is 70 to 80% water. It's more of an environment than anything else. And you look at your body like a fish tank. If you'll do that, this will make sense to you. That environment can either be acidic or it can be alkaline. Disease thrives in acidic environments, okay? But no disease can live in an alkaline environment. If you've ever had a fish tank and your fish gets sick, what do? You don't take the fish to the vet. You fix the water. You fix the environment. So that is what we try to teach people. So let's go on and get to the matter at hand here. Let's first take tap water. It's most available to us. And let's see. I'm going to put an agent in here to see if there's chlorine in this tap water, because drinking chlorinated water is very dangerous. In fact, one medical doctor actually in his studies determined that you could put yourself at a 93% greater risk for cancer if you drink chlorinated water. And the danger of it is, without this agent that I just put in here, you can't see it. So these are what's called OTO drops, and you'll notice that this tap water out of my home has chlorine in it, and that's something that you definitely want to know. Now, I've also got a bottle of Denson bottled water here, and I'm going to put a pH drop in here. And this pH drop will tell us if this water is acidic or if it's alkaline. And ironically, if it turns the color of the label, it's an alkaline water. But if it turns yellowish color, that means that this water is acidic. So let's shake this up and see what we have here. You notice that, we don't have to go any further. This is acidic. This can do harm to the body because diseases thrive in this environment here. Now let's take the purified water, and what I'm going to do here is this. I'm going to actually do two things. I'm going to pour some here, and I'm going to pour some here. And I'm going to show you two things here. I don't know if you realize this, but of course the human body is 70 to 80% water, but it's electric as well, believe it or not. So electrolytes are very important for your body, okay, in order for your body to do what it does. Well, I've got a light bulb here, and you'll notice that the conduits don't meet in this light bulb. And of course, if you put it in a water that's rich in electrolytes, it'll light this bulb. But if there aren't any electrolytes present, the bulb won't light. So we've got this purified water that I bought from one of the local grocery stores. You'll notice that it does not light the bulb. Okay, now one other thing I'm going to show you is this. And you can Google distilled water and you'll see things like early death from drinking distilled water. But distilled water causes the water to even become more acidic. So I'm going to put this agent in here, and let's just see if this distilled water is alkaline or if it's acidic. And remember, disease thrives in acidic environments, but no disease can live in an alkaline environment. So if you look at this, you'll notice that the distilled water is absolutely more acidic, about the same thing. Both of these are very acidic. So if you're drinking bottled water, you're drinking distilled water, it's definitely a concern. If you're drinking tap water, definitely a concern. It's acidic as well, but it's chlorinated. So I'm going to introduce you to a product this is our flagship product. It's called Extreme X2O. Now, this particular product here, in fact, it comes in packs like this, and there are what's called 6 sachets in one pack. And let me show you what the sachet looks like. This is simply a little tea bag-like sachet, And this particular product, what's contained in here is harvested from right off the shores of Okinawa, Japan. I don't know if you realize this, you can Google this as well, search it on your computer. The Okinawans are the longest living people in the world. And basically this particular product, when they harvest a mineral from over 200 feet deep in the ocean, it's called a marine grade mineral. Well, they harvest this from the coral reef right off the shores of Okinawa, Japan. And the first thing that this does is it actually infuses minerals into the water, and those minerals will neutralize any chlorine. They transform the water into alkaline water, and of course they add electrolytes back. So we're going to do 3 demonstrations here. The first one is on my tap water. So if it does indeed neutralize the chlorine, what should happen if I put this in here and shake it up? And this is how you actually use our product. It should clear it up. So, we'll shake this up, and you notice that it did definitely neutralize that chlorine. And as a result of this, we were able to get this particular product categorized as a water filter, and it allows us, easier. It makes it easier for us to get into other countries. That's why we ship this to over 50 different countries right now. Now, this particular water here is acidic. It's the sunniest. Probably the #1 seller out there because it's a Coca-Cola brand, but it is acidic. And again, disease thrives in acidic environments. So I'm going to put our product in, and let's see what it does to the color. And again, if it turns in a bluish color, that means that it transformed the water into alkaline water. So you'll notice here that it did just that. It's very rich in minerals, so it raised that alkalinity in the water. So, this is now, no disease can live in this environment. So the next thing that I'm going to do is this. Let's take the purified water, and let's see if this actually adds electrolytes back into the water. So you have to agitate the product. In fact, another danger of drinking bottled water is that this plastic bottle is made from petroleum. So if it ever heats up at any point, whether you left it in your car or whether it was on the back of a hot truck, if it ever heats up, it's the potential of it melting this plastic and leaching contaminants back into the water that lead to debilitating disease as well. So that's one thing that you have to be careful of, and because of that, we've got our famous Zuma green bottle here. And this particular bottle is a BPA-free bottle. You don't have to worry about it. And what I do is this. I actually bottle my own water, and I put the sachet in it. You shake it up. You wait about 5 minutes, and you're drinking a healthy beverage. Okay, that is the significance of this bottle. But, again, you do have to shake it up and agitate it. Of course, I'm going to put it in here, and I'm just going to have to stir this around because I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this device back in here, and we'll see if we actually have electrolytes in here. And of course, I don't have the power of shaking this with a bottle, but, again, I'm just going to have to make do with this spoon. But basically, this is this device here. You remember when I put it in before, it did not light. Well, you'll notice here that it did light the bulb then, just from that little bit of agitation. So it did definitely light the bulb. But you know what? If I put it here, it does not light it. If I put it here, it does light it. So there are electrolytes, and you know what? That would even be a stronger voltage if I agitated this more. There you go. So it does add electrolytes, and I'm telling you, for overall good health, this is very, very, very important. So hopefully this is giving you some information that you can use. And what I tell you is this, and this is what's so awesome about it. 1 sachet will treat up to 2 bottles of water. This sachet is only 80 cents. So guess what? The cost of this sachet costs less than the cost of this bottle of water, and it costs less than purified water or anything else that you're trying to hydrate with. So, again, shift over. Once you start drinking alkaline water now, this product adds minerals, it raises the alkalinity, and it breaks the water molecule down where you'll actually hydrate and detox your body at the cellular level. So when you go to that, it's going to take your cravings away from anything else that you might be drinking. Now, it's one other thing that I want to show you, because I used to be a big soda drinker. I drink coffee and things like that, and that's what most people do is they'll wake up every morning and drink a cup of coffee and might go throughout the day and drink sodas, teas, juices, Gatorade, energy drinks, whatever the case might be. But what I want to show you now is this, especially if you're a soda drinker, understand that soda is very unhealthy for the body. Most people think that diet sodas will actually help them lose weight. Diet sodas will cause you to gain weight because of the acidity level. When your body becomes acidic, it's supposed to produce fat cells to protect the vital organs. If you get your body to an alkaline state, it will automatically start burning fat for energy. So what I'm going to do is show you a simple, short demonstration here of what our particular product does. Now, this is a diet soda, and let me say something about this. Because I had one of my relatives that is diabetic, and she was getting ready to drink a diet soda, and I told her, look, you don't want to drink that. She said, well, my doctor told me that I could drink diet soda because I'm diabetic. And guys, the things you have to understand is this. Yes, it is sweet, but it's sweetened with something called aspartame. Aspartame is very dangerous because when you drink it, the body heats it up. And when it heats it up, it turns into toxic formaldehyde, which has been linked directly to cancer as well as other diseases. So you want to really stay away from this stuff if you can. But when you drink it, this is what you have to understand. Your body's going to pull valuable minerals from your bones. And it's pulling these minerals from your bones, muscles, resources in your body because it has to alkalize this soda. If it doesn't alkalize the soda, it would absolutely kill you. So it must pull these minerals from your bones. The minerals are very similar to what's in our product here. Okay, your bone composition is very similar. This is probably more similar to your bone composition than anything on the planet. But the bottom line is this: if your body is pulling that resource, it's not capable of reproducing minerals, and that's what you have to understand. So this is the process that it goes through in order to alkalize a soda. It's pulling the very minerals from your bones to do this. So I want to show you this process, and I think you'll be amazed at what happens here. Now, I used to really be a big soda drinker. I wish you could smell this chemical smell right now. It is unbelievable, but I used to drink a lot of sodas myself, and I could never figure out why I could never really quench my thirst when I was drinking soda, but I'm going to show you why. If you look at what's left, look at what you're actually trying to hydrate with. So it may be the same thing, and I'll tell you what happened with me, and I didn't think that this would be the case, but once I started drinking this water, because my body was properly hydrated, it took all cravings away. So I only drink water now, unless I'm drinking some kind of other supplement like our Focus Up product that we have. But the bottom line is, I absolutely couldn't believe that I don't even want them anymore, because when your body is dehydrated, remember this, it'll start craving other things because it's trying to hydrate. But if you properly hydrate your body, those cravings will absolutely go away. So I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me, and hopefully this has helped you out. Thanks a lot.